Hello, everyone. It is I, space science communicator Alex Giorfanos, and welcome. It's been so busy here at the mothership Today in Space, and even with our manufacturing drone ship, AG3D Printing. I have a lot of really cool stuff to update you on, so that's what this is going to be. A short audio-only update episode, and it'll be on YouTube too, and it'll be less than 10 minutes, hopefully. As you know, as things get busier here, and we start growing more, expect more of these updates while we keep chugging along and keep doing what we're doing. I want to keep you guys updated. You know, you're my space podcast tribe, so let's start the show. Here's to a fantastic future. To start, I want to talk about me taking this science communication initiative more seriously, and I've actually started to live my life by a scientific code. You know, like a samurai, like a space science warrior. You know, I'm honing my craft like a Jedi. And I realized I haven't been that efficient at all with spreading love and spreading science. So I wanted to crank that up. You know, I looked into some SEO stuff, but really there's just so much that happens between all the episodes of the show. And I figured, let's just make it easier to follow. So we need to have all these things in one place. You know, these are all things that I love doing, that I'm passionate about. It's science. It's cool. I try to be funny, and you guys are still subscribed or watching, so let's keep doing that, right? So you can subscribe to the weekly direct link newsletter from either todayinspace.net/home or ag3d-printing.com. And you literally just put your name, email, and hit subscribe, and you'll be in. So every week, you're going to get all the links to all the stuff that I'm up to, including the weekly space links to articles, pictures, and videos of the latest space research and science news. So that'll be at the bottom of every page, just like we do in all the episodes in the show notes. You'll have all the links to the cool stuff I find during that week, and I want to talk about. But this newsletter kind of brings it all together so that it's not kind of all over the place. Now there's one central place to communicate to you guys what Today in Space is doing, what AG3D Printing is doing, and what's going on in the industry, because that's a large part of why we started this in the first place. So make sure to subscribe to that, please. Thank you. Now, the first step in spreading love and spreading science more effectively is to get in front of more people so that, you know, the true audience can be found, so we can reach more people that are really interested in this. You know, and this is a working hypothesis. You know, basically, if you need to find 10% of the population, right, then you statistically need to reach 10 times that many people in order to find them all, right? So if your fan base is 1,000 real fans, which is incredible, that's where you want to be, then you need to reach 10 times that many people, or 10,000 people, to have a chance at finding them. So basically, it's a numbers game. So if you want to get 1,000 people, then you've got to reach 10,000 to get that many. So this is my hypothesis, you know, and if it works and it ends up becoming a theory, then we'll have a plan on how to communicate and grow our science influence to everyone. You know, and if you want to get involved in how we communicate complex scientific content in the simplest of ways, but no simpler, you can become a monthly Patreon supporter for as low as $1 a month. As a Patreon supporter for Today in Space, you are part of our science communication initiative for Today in Space. And what we're going to do is we're going to discuss how communication can be used as a tool for science, how to use different learning styles and combinations to effectively educate anyone that's willing to learn. You know, you can help in the making of scientific content that is engaging, educational, and entertaining. So if you'd like to help support the growth of Today in Space and be a part of our science communication initiative too, consider supporting us monthly starting at $1. Okay, thank you. Now, next, we need to talk about AG3D printing, because it's been crazy since the last episode, which was episode 124, I believe. And since then, I took a really big step forward in believing in myself as a designer and an engineer, and I released my own 3D printed product design collection. Right now, there's 6 items up there, and we're going to keep adding them. And this is all different things from all different, like there's going to be categories. It's literally a catalog of designs, because there's no like one department. Like I don't want to just do one thing. I don't want to do like tool holders. I don't want to do like drink hold. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to do just one thing. I want to do whatever I can come up with, whatever solution I can find. So that's where it started. It started off as me making solutions for myself, little things with the 3D printer, designing them specifically for problems I had. And now I'm like, well, hey, let's let's sell this to other people too. Like if it's useful, let's get it out. And that just makes this dream, this reality of running my own business even more. And so it's another facet of AG 3D printing. Not only do we offer 3D printing services if you need to create a product for yourself to sell to, if you're an entrepreneur or you're a college student, we're also selling, my own designs, which is super cool. And that's in our Etsy shop at ag3dprinting.etsy.com, ETSY.com. And the showcase for this week is the beer can handle. Not specifically just for beer, but any US size 12-ounce can be held in our beer can handle. You can find a 1-minute promotional video on our YouTube page to see what it's like, see how it works. It's available for $15, and right now we're running a limited edition run for 50 Independence Day red, white, and blue beer can handles, and there's only 49 left. So order by July 1st to get them in time for the 4th. That's $15 for both the original in multicolors and limited multicolor Independence Day beer can holder from my Etsy shop. That's ag3dprinting.etsy.com, ag3dprinting.etsy.com. So please check that out. And don't forget to watch the video on, it'll be in this week's Space Links in the show notes. How about that? Okay. Now, coming soon to the podcast, we have episode 125. We're going to talk about 3 major things. Very cool episode. A lot of fun putting it together. First, what is a hypothesis? What is a theory? And what is a law in science? If we're communicating science, we need to go to the core, to the base, and that is hypothesis, theory, and law in science. So we need to talk about what is a theory, what is a hypothesis, what is a law in science. One of the big things I hear a lot of anti-evolution people, or people who are just very skeptical of evolution, they always say, well, it's just a theory. Well, okay, but are all theories the same? What is a real theory? What does it mean scientifically? And how does it become a law? How does that theory then become a law? So all those cool things, we're going to talk about all that, break it all down. We're also going to go over the JUNO spacecraft discoveries at Jupiter, which are mind-blowing, absolutely jaw-dropping, mind-blowing. And we're going to do it on YouTube on the segment, and we're going to show all the different images and the oh my God, it's amazing. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And we're also going to talk about the latest orbital news, including some more 3D printing. So make sure to look out for that. Next, the YouTube channel. This episode is audio only, but fear not. You can check out our YouTube channel. You can check out our YouTube channel in all of its scientific glory. We have all the segments from episode 124 broken up. We're going to start doing that from now on. Seems to be working a little bit easier. 5-minute chunks, 3-minute chunks, 6-minute chunks, stuff that's digestible. And, we've added a video aspect to it too. So make sure to check that out. So head over to the YouTube channel and watch a few videos. Let me know what you think in the comments, or email me at todayinspacepodcast@gmail.com and let me know what you think. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I want to know how I can make these videos the best they can be. Did you learn anything? Was it scientific and simple? Or was it just simple? I need to know these things. And you can be my peer reviewers, help me test my hypothesis, and run it through the scientific gauntlet. So make sure you check them out. Thank you. And real quick, before we end here, some space news relevant for today. On June 23rd, 2017, yesterday from when we're recording this, SpaceX successfully launched Bulgaria's first geostationary communications satellite called Bulgaria Sat-1 into geostationary orbit above Bulgaria. This is the first time in Bulgaria's history that they will have geostationary communications abilities thanks to Bulgaria Sat-1 and SpaceX. The first stage Falcon 9 landed successfully on the Spaceport Droneship. Of course, I still love you. The landing was one of the hardest ever attempted and was the first time SpaceX had landed a rocket on both East Coast and West Coast drone ships. Congratulations, Bulgaria, for investing in your country's future, and congratulations, SpaceX, for another great launch and landing. This is also a double launch weekend for SpaceX, so Sunday, tomorrow, for the day we're recording this and releasing this, they will be launching the next 10 satellites for the IridiumNEXT mission, which will be, at its finish, a 70-satellite constellation network that will boost Iridium's mobile communication network. The launch will happen this Sunday at Space Launch Complex 4 at Vandenberg Air Force Base in California. Liftoff is set for 1:25 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time or 4:25 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. One more fun fact, the Falcon 9 that delivered Bulgaria Sat-1 just yesterday and landed on the Spaceport Droneship did that exact same thing back in January for the first Iridium launch. So in other words, SpaceX launched and landed a rocket for the first IridiumNEXT launch. Then they launched and landed the same rocket for this last Bulgaria 1-sat mission, using reusability and proving out their concept. Amazing. Reusability is here. The future is here. Look for it. Live in it. There's a fantastic future waiting for us, so make sure you go after it. It's the only way we're going to get it. Spread love, spread science, and I'll see you soon for episode 125 of Today in Space. Have a great week.